In this video, we're going to look at developer plans, and if you're not familiar with developer plans, I'll show you how to create one and get started, but what I really want to do is show you some of the cool things they've added that make them much more useful. We'll start by clicking on developer plan, and we'll add an existing environment. This gives a license to build things with the Power Platform without having to purchase a license, as long as you're in a tenant that has a school or work account. Once this gets configured, it'll drop you into the Maker portal with developer environment set as your environment that you can work with. You can see that I've got my default environment, but I have Contoso's February environment. This is the user that I'm using right now. It's created this as a developer environment, and I can start building right now. But what is not as obvious is that you can go to the admin portal, admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com, or as I like to do, aka.ms/ppac, it's a little shorter, and you can go to environments there. We'll go to environments, and we'll see that our environment has been recently created. We'll see our developer environment, and what is new is that you can now come in and create additional developer environments. And if we change from sandbox to developer, used to be that you weren't allowed to do this. In fact, you couldn't even create a developer environment from here. Now you can do that. A couple things you'll notice. One is that you can't turn off creating a database, so it'll always create the database when you have developer type selected. That's just the default that's there. You can, however, go ahead and change the URL, which is always, I think, a good idea, to give it a URL that's a little more friendly than the one that would generate with it. And if we go ahead and create this, and in fact, what you can do is you can actually create and have 3 developer environments active at any point in time that you can use. Now, the thing to be aware of is developer environments will be around as long as you're using them, but 90 days after they become inactive, they will be removed. And so you want to keep that in mind and kind of keep working with it if you want to keep it around. This gives you 3 sandboxes that you can do work in. You could use it as dev test. You could use it for 3 different applications you're building and wanting to keep them isolated. You can also come in and do some other operations with them. For example, you can delete them. That's one of the things that was a little harder to do because you had to do it from the command line. But now you can delete it from the admin portal, which means you can recreate a new one. So maybe you're rolling off of building one app onto building another one. You want to have a fresh start. You can also do a reset, which keeps the same name, but empties the environment ready for a fresh start. So some really cool enhancements to the developer environments. Give it a try.